Oh no.
The whole thing explodes.
Or the wind just blows it over. Oh no.
Actually, that would probably make for a good thing. Just this camera, so like.
So carousel just.
What's going on, guys?
Thank you, everybody. Welcome back.
Welcome.
I was going to say thank you for tuning in, and welcome back to episode number 5 of the O.S.I podcast, where we talk about our shared interest, hence that name, our shared interest, guys. Welcome back. Patrick, tell them a little bit about where we are.
We're in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if you can tell. There's greenery behind us. There's foliage. There's outside.
Yep. Good one.
It's a good thing that we got both our mics with wind resistance things now.
I didn't even think about that, but that is a really good. Because
it's a little bit breezy outside. So we're up north here in the Great White North, Canada.
Yeah.
So we wanted to record while we were up here. We didn't have time to record before we left. So don't put any negative feedback about the technology in the comment section.
Ideally,
please.
This all works out the way
nice
it's supposed to. It feels like the way we've set it up, it should be good. I very at the last moment was like, oh God, I hope this doesn't overheat, and so I have like a Walmart bag.
There's a Walmart bag draped over the camera. Ethan has his timer between his legs. Camera.
So the camera doesn't run
computer's
out.
up on the setup's a little scuffed, but
they can't see that at home, so that doesn't matter.
No,
especially
this is like a perfect. Now I don't know if you know who Cow Chop is. Do you know the former YouTube channel?
Of course
Cow
I do.
Chop? They used to have a podcast called CCTV, which stands for Cow Chop TV,
Mm-hmm.
and they recorded every episode at a different location. So they record like an episode in a junkyard. They record an episode.
I never watched that episode, but
that's what this reminds me of. Just like super scuffed setup. Hopefully, we're hoping to sweet baby Jesus
hope to God
that
it
this
works.
works.
If it doesn't work, then
you're not seeing this.
The only thing that I can
no
imagine not working would be something to do with the audio. Like that's the only thing that would not work.
Or we watch
badly.
it back. Or we watch it back, and you didn't hit record.
Oh no, I definitely didn't. No,
or just there's Walmart bag in the way.
Or there's Walmart bag in the way. I need to make sure I hit record on the computer. I did.
He
did.
Hell yeah. We're recording, guys. We're recording.
All right, we're recording.
So this is an episode. This is episode 5. Welcome to the O.S.I podcast. Today we're going to talk about our shared interest,
which is.
In the second half, guys, we're going to be talking about Stranger Things. Now, if you listened to our episode last week, that came out on Monday, so that was 3 days after Stranger Things came out. We had already watched it. We recorded the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Then that night,
we watched it.
So wrong.
Couldn't have been more wrong about our predictions.
Farther from
both of our predictions, at least mine, was about Will, and Will was just like,
Will was kind of buzzing.
Who is that guy?
I think William. But we're going to be talking about Stranger Things in the second half of this episode, obviously, so that if you guys haven't seen it yet and you still want to, you don't have to have those episodes spoiled for you. We got sunglasses on. We're looking sick with it. Hopefully you can see some pretty epic reflections because there's some Easter eggs behind the camera. So hopefully you can check out the.
Come on now.
You can check out the videos.
Yeah, and if I keep looking around, it's because we're at this cottage with our family. And
they like to get up to hijinks sometimes.
They like to interrupt things. They think it's funny. So unprofessional.
And I might start crying.
He might start crying because of the sun in his eyes.
Yeah, the sun's directly in my eyes, and I'm blind actually. So
yeah, we tried this out in a few different spots, and in the shade it just didn't work. So we had to find a spot in the sun. But that also means that this technology is in the sun. I'm really praying to God that it doesn't overheat.
And if it does, rip.
If it does, this computer's fucking fucked anyways.
Yeah, the computer is currently uploading a YouTube video, recording a podcast, and directly
baking
in the sun at the same time. So if it does catch fire, that would be pretty cool. And hopefully the audio is saved enough where we could upload this.
If
of
not,
the two of us freaking out to your computer combusting.
Because the unfortunate thing is that my computer is so broken that if it's not plugged in, it does not turn on. It will just say it has 0 battery. A great thing that the Mac has done. I mean, it's kind of my fault because for the longest time I used it as a desktop, so it was just always plugged in.
Mm-hmm.
That's on me, obviously.
The battery is literally non-existent. I don't think your computer actually has a battery anymore.
No, I took it out. Oh, maybe that's what it was. I took the battery out.
Could be it.
That could be it. I'm not sure, though. Could be. So I was going to get it fixed, at like an Apple place. What are those called?
The Apple you
Apple
stole from
stores?
Mario. I totally let me
Apple
hear.
Stoles, and
Got it.
$500. Pass. I'll just plug it in when I need it. So we had to find. Luckily, there's a outlet that's outside, so we were able to do this outside.
Yeah, shout out the people who put this cottage together. You guys killed it.
Thought of all of it. They were like, "What if somebody wants to record a podcast when they're here?"
Just in the driveway.
Just in the driveway, simply. Yeah, that's where we are. We're in the driveway, but I didn't even think about this, but I thought we were just gonna do it inside, like in the cottage vibe of the
Too
built.
much hustle and bustle.
But
in
then
there.
we would have just told like the family stay outside for an hour.
They wouldn't
easily.
have. They wouldn't have done that.
Well, we would have fought them if they didn't. I would have.
We would have.
I could beat them all up at once.
Oh,
including Mackenzie.
my goodness.
Yeah, so we decided to do it outside, which was a great idea because once in a lifetime opportunity. It's never gonna happen again.
We're never coming back.
Yeah, so
no, we wanted to give it a little outdoorsy feel. We're here. We're up north. We're in the late nature.
Great White North.
We're in the nature. We're in the leaves.
We're in the lychee. We're eating lychee.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So
So
tell us about your favorite cottage,
favorite cottage, only
like fiction or real.
Okay, let me think. Great question. Don't have one. You?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Do you?
Yep.
Okay, say it.
Um,
Probably the cabin that Elle and Bob. What's his name?
Bob was Samwise Gamgee.
It's not his name, man. Come on, it's Frodo.
Hopper? You dumb idiot.
No.
Okay.
Next. Try again.
Bill.
Not in the show.
Okay.
We're not turning this into a Stranger Things podcast. It's my least favorite show.
We're not turning this into a Stranger
Just the
Things
most
podcast, but we're
relevant
talking
one.
about Stranger Things later on.
All
in
right,
the
Lindsay
episode.
just came out and flipped us off because she thinks that's funny.
Yeah. So.
So go back inside. Come on now.
Yeah. No. We're not doing this. So
We're not interrupting.
my favorite cottage, maybe is. I'm trying to think if there's like cottages in games. Like what?
Oh, Until Dawn. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. You get to kill.
That's probably my
you get
favorite
to
one.
Kill a lot of troubled teens.
Yeah.
Until Dawn was a good game. Spooky.
Never played it.
A little bit spooky. It's free on PlayStation Plus.
Is it free on PlayStation Plus Premium? Because maybe I'll pick it up then.
I literally just said that it was.
All right. No need to get angry.
I'm hostile.
No need to get hostile. Spider building its web over there. Anyways, back to favorite cottage.
What would also be interesting is if a spider crawled on me, because that would make for some
if
good
a dock
podcasting.
spider just bit one of us, that would be unbelievable content.
That would make for some good podcasting. Because I
would,
would
it
just
would.
scream, peek the mics, both of them at the same time.
Not hard to do with this one.
No. So Ethan got these mics for free.
Yeah.
And they're all right.
They're actually about as good as our other ones.
Yeah. We had a little bit more trouble getting these ones set up beforehand.
Yeah.
But
if you can control the gain, it's just the problem is not even necessarily the mics. It's just like the default gain that these mics have is bad, and you can't change the gain.
so if
on
Ethan
a
is just
Mac.
peeking this entire time.
Yeah, I shouldn't be because
will be.
I'm holding the microphone away, but
You will be.
yeah. Yeah.
You will be.
Yeah, I got these mics for free. Pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, Ethan's first branded gift. Shout out brand.
Shout out Maona. We can say it, man. I'm not a
Maui.
It's
Maui Wowie.
It's not always about the money, man. I know it is for you.
Well,
Exposed.
yeah. Well, it is.
Well, it isn't.
We live in a society.
We live in a society where
We live in a
Money is
society that's
king.
built on money.
money is king.
Think about that.
Cash is king and batteries is queen.
What?
Think about that.
We live in a society where
Well,
batteries...
unless Rogers goes down.
Okay, so...
Another reason
First
why
things
we're
first.
recording this here, pretty
yeah,
much.
first things first. Fuck you, Rogers.
Straight up, don't care to say that. But what if they want to sponsor me?
I
one
don't
day?
want to be sponsored by
I'm
Rogers.
just kidding. I do for the money, but you're in it for the money, man.
What do you mean? Rogers would never pay you money.
But you're in it for the money.
Rogers is the stupidest company. Okay, for the longest time,
Yeah.
I've always talked about how much I hate electronic farts
Mhm.
and how they are probably my least favorite company in the whole world. After yesterday, Friday, July
Eighth.
7th,
Eighth.
8th. Rogers might be my least favorite company in the whole wide world.
Easily the worst.
Well, at least in North America. I'm sure there are some pretty corrupt
Nope.
companies
Nope.
out there.
Rogers is the worst one.
But in case you either live under a rock in Canada or live in the States or live elsewhere, shout out to all our international listeners. Rogers is one of two of the like technology conglomerates, if I use that
Well,
word
not
correctly.
technology conglomerates, like internet provider.
Yeah,
and,
they
like,
provide
phone service providers.
Yeah, they provide phone service, internet. They're in charge of essentially all of our banks.
I found that out
they,
yesterday,
They
too.
run all of like the electronic banking in Canada. They're one of two of the big companies, so it's Rogers and Bell.
Yeah.
And Rogers owns a lot of stuff. And yesterday,
Like my ass.
they do own your ass, and they own my ass.
They bought it, yeah. In
Yesterday,
perpetuity.
across all of Canada, all of their services went down.
Yeah.
Meaning that thousands, millions probably, across Canada didn't have any internet, didn't have any access to phones, didn't have any access to their bank accounts,
Didn't have any access to 911.
couldn't call 911.
So if you're dead, you're dead.
Yep. So screw you, Rogers, and like one of the stupidest companies in the world. And
Yeah, I'm not too sure how that happens.
how does a company that owns half of the country,
They can't just figure it out, man.
they don't have a backup? They don't have a backup.
That's what I'm saying. How
They
could they
got
not just
one-
figure it out?
They got your MacBook.
God, they
running
accidentally
the
unplugged
server.
the MacBook.
They accidentally unplugged it, or they left it out in the sun or something,
They must have.
and it cooked. And then the whole thing
Fuck.
went down. Woke up, it's like, oh, we don't have internet.
For the
We
whole day.
almost- Literally the whole day. We almost didn't come up here because thankfully we came up with Mackenzie, who was with
Yeah.
Bell. But
Shouts out to Mackenzie, bro.
if it wasn't for her, like the one person in the family that has Bell, we wouldn't have had a map to get up here.
And
We wouldn't have been up here.
our dad was like, oh, if you don't have a map, it's fine. Like, just do this and take Highway 400 and then turn right on
Not doing that.
Highway 35 and then turn right onto the road.
Chestnut
that we're
Avenue,
on.
and
I'm
like,
not going to
not
dox
going-
us, but
I'm going to turn right down.
I'm like, there's no
Williamson.
shot. It takes 2 rights to get here.
Yeah, that's it.
There is
Two
0
turns.
chance, you idiot. So
It really
luckily-
was just 2 rights after the highway.
Fuck, it was 2 rights to get here. He was
It
right.
kinda was
Damn
just
it.
2
I was
rights.
asleep, bro. I was napping. So
yeah,
I
but
didn't
it
know.
was just like.
But either way.
It was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen, and
Yeah. It
people.
was-
I was laughing at people on Twitter who were clearly with Bell, who were like, "Haha, must be nice," or "It's really nice not having Rogers right now." Man,
be like, shut the
you
fuck
can't
up,
you
man.
can't use your debit card.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter if you're with Bell or Rogers. Rogers just tanked so many more things than just Rogers internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm not technically with Rogers, and my Wi-Fi stopped working.
I am.
I know you are.
My internet was fine. The funniest thing was, first thing to come back online was like an Instagram.
Yeah, randomly in the afternoon, the Wi-Fi starts working,
But
and
on-
only on Instagram.
Yeah, only on Instagram. What the hell? man?
iMessage doesn't work. Facebook message doesn't work. Snapchat doesn't work.
Instagram message, fine. Instagram
Phones,
stories,
phone
fine.
service still doesn't work.
Still can't call
FaceTime, I
911.
can't FaceTime, but I can message on Instagram, baby.
No, they were thinking like, if you were in trouble, post on your Instagram story. And then people will be
guys,
like, yo,
I'm
he's in trouble, get him.
I'm
Help,
trapped.
bro. Yo, help, bro. Yeah, so
I mean-
that was kind of why we're recording here, which we
Yeah,
should have
that is
thought of
one
in
of
the
the
first
reasons.
place, because this was kind of a cool idea anyways, but yeah, it was like, because yesterday...
As long as it's working, it's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Assuming
Well,
it's working.
it seems like it should be. The only thing
If you're
that-
watching this, it's working. If you're not, screw that noise.
And if it's not working, then the only thing I can imagine not working is our mic levels. And if it's not working, then we're never using these mics a goddamn again.
And we're bashing the
Although
company.
yours is fine. Yours is 100% fine. It's mine, which should be fine if I keep the mic at this distance. But if we find that it's like being weird or whatever, then you can keep using that one, and I maybe switch back to the other one. But either way, these were free, so I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, so because of that, at least for me yesterday, what happened was we're going golfing in the morning.
Yep.
wake up 6 a.m. For the love of the game, and no phone. And I don't live with my parents, and my dad is our dad is coming to pick me up. My God, figured out. And so I wake up, I'm like, I hope he's coming. I hope he's on his way.
You're just like,
And he was. Thank God he was. But I was just like, what do? I just have to pray that he's on his way. So he was. Get there, get home, and I'm like, how do I do work for the day? And so I was, because obviously we work from home, and timing would have been fine if we were able to work from home, because I wasn't home until like 1:30, and I don't think, I was home before that, a little before that, but you weren't over at my house until like 1:30. And then at that point, I still had to like pack and shower, classic Ethan, and I didn't do that the day before, assuming that we were going to start recording at 1, be done by 2, and then leave by 3. And it didn't take me that long to pack and shower. Obviously, it took me longer because I knew I had the time, but I could have done all that in an hour. So, because of that, we were pissed. And I think, regardless, I could tell that you were upset at the moment.
I was pissed at you only.
All of it. And I was like, I didn't want to say anything, but now that you're in a better mood, I was like, I was thinking there needs to be a way out of this podcast, because you're going to be upset the whole time.
Wouldn't have been a good podcast.
And it wouldn't have been a very good podcast. It would have been so forced.
Yeah.
Because we would have been
I just didn't want to do it.
We have to get it out.
I just didn't really feel in the mood to do it, so I'm glad we pushed it to today.
Yeah. Because it was just I was frustrating
just stressed
day all
about
around.
There was like a lot of stuff going on. We had to drop off our cat. We had to drive up here, obviously, with limited internet. Yeah. I was barely able to do any work on Friday just because of not having internet, and it was just a whole rigmarole. And screw you, Rogers, you stupid idiots, and whoever.
But the annoying thing is that even after all this, I am not moving to Bell.
Well, that's not the solution. The solution is not to leave Rogers.
The solution is for Rogers to figure it out.
Well, the solution is for the government to intervene and allow independent, like there's a duopoly in Canada. Yeah. And Rogers and Bell own everything. So there's no competition.
Including our asses.
So there's no competition, which means that they can just do this, and it doesn't matter because what are you gonna do? The country doesn't have. I mean, we could go to Bell, but Bell, that's not a solution, because
Bell screwed us out of WrestleMania, man.
Bell could also go down, and then half of the country is screwed.
Yeah, the other half is screwed.
The solution is to privatize the internet and all this sort of stuff, or not.
The opposite.
Yeah, sorry, the opposite. And allow individual companies to be able to provide without having to rely on Rogers.
Yeah.
Because the way that it is right now, it's ridiculous. This is not the fact that one company can shut down an entire country.
Yeah.
Is scary.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that way.
Not that
it's not good.
It's not even I'm scared that one day Rogers is going to take advantage of that. It's just
I don't think that Rogers is going to take advantage of it.
It's just what exactly happened yesterday.
If there's a cyber attack on Rogers,
we're fucked.
We're screwed.
Yeah, we are screwed.
If something like this happens in a critical situation, imagine if this had happened 2 years ago at the beginning of the pandemic, when no one can see each other. At least right now, worst case scenario, to figure all this out, we could have just gone over and talked and met and be okay, well, this isn't going to happen. At the beginning of the pandemic, that
you do that in
March and April, it's you cannot.
Yeah, you do that and you're arrested.
I mean, some people still did. Then those people are idiots. But
I did.
Okay,
it didn't.
Well, you were at Love Child, I think. So the pandemic started, I think March.
I think the pandemic started as I was in Love Child.
I think March 11th was the first technical.
It was
March 11th
beginning
was
to mid-March.
I think March 11th was when the NHL and sports kind of shut down.
Yeah.
And you were at Love Child. March.
You fucking wish, man.
I'm kidding. March 11th, actually.
No, I was in Waterloo when it happened.
The day that the NHL postponed I had Leafs tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't been to a game I'm not a Leafs fan,
No one is.
but well,
No one should
unfortunately,
be.
a lot of losers.
Nobody
are.
should be, man. I'll
Nobody
say
should
it.
be. But I was gonna go. That was maybe my first game in a long, long time, and unfortunately, it didn't happen. But yeah, now I don't know. I mean, like Leafs tickets are $1,000, I think, for like the cheapest tickets. So, like, I'm
worth it, man.
No, it's not worth it.
Go see any other sport for any other team.
What time are we at here? How much time do we
We're
have
at
left? in the first
21 minutes.
All right.
Approximately. So, yeah, that's the last few days. I mean, we can just jump into Stranger Things now. It doesn't need to be 30 minutes, 30 minutes. It can be
Yeah, I guess
a bit
that's
of a shorter
true.
episode, especially because we're at the Coddy.
Let us know if you guys like Rogers. Let us know. Are you Team Rogers or Team Bell?
Let us know. Are you Team Rogers or Team Phase? Are you phasing up or are you Rogers out? Are you Rogers is down? Dude, phase up, Rogers down. Get it? Because they're always up? Fuck.
What is this guy talking about?
Get it? Because they're always down.
You just said phase up, get it, because they're up. Or are you
Yeah,
saying Rogers down?
like their
because
bag is
Rogers
up.
down? Guys, my cat's name is Roger.
No, it isn't.
And it was his
No, it
fault.
Isn't. No, it isn't. Moving on. You get it. You have a cat. Weird flex. Moving on.
Did you see that a lot of people are wanting the Rogers Center to be renamed?
Man, why'd they change it to the Sky Dome?
Which, first of all,
They should change it to the
first of
Sky
all,
Dome.
sorry to say, guys, that's never going to happen.
Who's going to
For
stop
two
them?
reasons. One, Rogers owns the Toronto Blue Jays.
Rogers
Two,
owns Toronto.
Rogers owns the Rogers Center, so they're not.
So
gonna,
who's going to buy it? Like, yeah.
like it's not going to get rid.
Rogers going to be
That's
like,
just, people are just,
no
everyone's
thanks,
just
we don't
upset at
need that
Rogers.
money or want it. We want the Rogers Center easily.
And here's the thing. I'm with an internet provider. I'm not going to say exactly who, but I'm with an internet provider who is a third-party customer to Rogers. I thought that they were owned by Rogers, but I was told by their customer,
CEO.
their vice president of customer relations, that
Obviously
they apparently
a
were not.
bot, man.
But I will not be changing my internet service because, again, like, first of all, Bell doesn't have jack shit in my building,
Yeah.
so there's no point.
Same.
But again, like we said, that's not the solution. The solution is nothing that really we can do. It's the loser government idiots that are just out there. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
This isn't the government podcast, but this is the Screw You Rogers podcast. I think we're renaming it to the SYR podcast, the Screw You Rogers.
Yeah, so
podcast.
what I was thinking about the other day, speaking of that, is these people. So as a content creator, people are always like, some people are always so concerned about hurting people's feelings, right?
But we don't care here. We're gonna hurt every single one of your
what I was
feelings.
thinking about is like, if I hurt somebody's feelings or offend Rogers, or someone is like, you shouldn't say that political opinion. To be honest, I don't want you around.
I mean, we're not getting political.
We're not getting political,
but
I mean,
have
like,
no
for
problem.
content creators who do sometimes, like, don't be afraid to share your opinion. If you're a bad person, I mean, whether you share
Yeah,
your opinion
yeah.
or not, it's going to be bad.
Right.
And like, I was thinking about like, for example, if we're talking shit about Rogers,
Right.
and someone is like, you shouldn't do that. People are gonna get offended. I'll be, then
Well,
don't.
first of all,
then
who's
don't
gonna
listen
get-
to my podcast.
Who's gonna get so offended?
Say an example.
Ted Rogers.
It's just an example.
If the Rogers family.
Ted Bundy's gonna get
Oh my goodness.
triggered.
If the Rogers family is listening to this, screw you. That's all I have to say.
And-
no, the Rogers
okay,
family
actually-
didn't do anything. Okay, the Rogers family didn't do anything. Thank you, Rogers family. But anyone who works at Rogers, screw you.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm gonna offend people with what I just said, but
Well, okay. Here's the thing.
if you don't know how to take a joke,
say your
then
opinion,
you shouldn't be around here.
because you have an opinion, and whether you say it out loud or keep it to yourself, it's still going to be your opinion.
bad.
So if you say your opinion to someone who doesn't agree, then that person knows not to interact with you anymore, and that advances society.
Yeah, it's like natural selection, but for friend groups.
Like if someone was telling me just horrifically racist opinions, I'd be
I
like,
don't need to be
I'd be
friends
like,
with that
okay,
person. Okay,
not,
sick guy.
not great opinion.
Okay, cool guy.
Okay, I like this guy. No, can't cut that. Please
cut
retract
that,
retract
cut that
immediately.
cut that, yeah, cut that.
But if someone was saying stuff like that, I'd be like, okay, interesting, not good. I'm not gonna ever hang out with this person again, and that's
And
that.
peace. And just like on the internet, if I'm watching a content creator and I'm like, don't like their opinion, simply watch another one.
Easily,
Simply,
there's
and
millions.
they would probably agree. Be like,
leave those guys. Come watch us.
Be like, I'm sorry, but this is who I am, If you don't like me, you don't need to watch me, or you don't need to enjoy me.
Someone my age.
In the Chile.
Dude, you just said a swear word.
I could have mispronounced it and said something way worse.
Way worse.
Way worse, bro. Luckily, nobody watching this knows Italian, and if you do, let me know in the comments what Patrick just said. So yeah, moral of the story is we want like-minded people, and I'm sorry, but no, because that comes off really bad, because that's not even what I mean. What I mean is, like, let's see if I can wrap this up. Maybe people already understand. Maybe you already understand what I'm saying.
Or maybe people just have already stopped listening.
Oh, they've already clicked off easily. But I'm just saying, content creators in general, like, they're so afraid to offend an audience that you're kidding, there's a bumblebee? That they don't necessarily want in their chat.
That would be pretty interesting.
That they don't even necessarily want in their chat.
Get out of the shot, bee.
You're in the shot, man. You're in the shot. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of one of those things, like, you can't please everybody.
Just be as nice as you can. That's the moral of the story.
No. Be who you are.
Be who you want to be, Barbie girl. Guys, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to talk about Stranger Things when we get back. If you haven't listened, if you haven't watched
Moral of the
Stranger Thing, we're going to be spoiling it heavily, the last 2 episodes and the entire season so far, and the entire show potentially.
And we're probably going to be spoiling...
We're going to be spoiling
Multiverse of
Season
Madness.
5 and Multiverse of Madness and Thor Love and Thunder, which I did see.
And Thor Ragnarok.
I did enjoy. We're going to be spoiling Thor Ragnarok.
No, the video's already cut by now.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
All right.
Pranked.
We'll see you guys
in part 2.
Later, skaters, but only in part 2.
All right, everybody, welcome back to part number 2. We just checked over all of the stuff, and it's looking good.
Yep, so hopefully you at least saw the first half.
So the whole podcast from now on is going to be here.
We're actually moving out here.
Guys,
I cannot stress to you how hot it is in the sun right now.
I'm actually feeling good.
We're sitting in black chairs, and my back is on fuego.
Mine, I'm actually living life.
I'm glad that I took a little bit of a shower before this.
Leave of absence.
I'm glad that I took a leave of absence from content creating. But guys, I'm coming back. Go on YouTube.
I hope my hair looks good.
It looks bad. Go type in "guy who loves to game" and go and check out my old content.
Where is this coming from, man?
Well, you said I took a sabbatical or whatever you said.
Leave of absence. Not a sabbatical. You're not getting paid.
I was getting paid thousands in AdSense. One of my videos has like 60K views. One of your videos has like 700K views.
750. Don't disrespect me like that. If you're ever wondering how to unlock a locked PS app
on PS4,
go check out Patrick's video on it. It's got 8 views. He needs the likes.
I was watching some of my old videos and not good.
Same. I was watching a video from last week and not good.
Of mine?
Yeah. If you haven't, okay, I will say this right now. If you haven't watched the video that I uploaded yesterday, Memoirs of Living Alone, episode 8, little plug here. Little plug on my own channel. Go check it out.
Don't check it out. Wasn't good.
The fuck is wrong with you, man?
Many things.
It was actually a really good one. I felt good about it.
Guys, we went to medieval times.
I need the numbers to be higher.
We didn't talk about this on this episode, but we went to medieval times last week.
Oh, yeah, we did go to medieval times.
And it was fun, but
it was my 10th time.
You guys got to watch.
Yeah, go watch the video.
Go watch for some behind-the-scenes footage.
The only reason that I talk about it now on this one is because I'm really proud of the last one that I did. The shots, the editing, it felt good. I was watching and I was like, this is a good one. If someone were to come across, if I were to want someone to come across a video of mine, I would want it to be this one.
Shocks,
pegs.
A good one.
Lucky. And I do an unboxing of this mic.
You ever take it off any sweet jumps?
The mic?
Yeah.
Probably just break. All right. Stranger thing? What's the strangest thing you've ever seen?
That's actually a good question. The strangest thing I've ever seen is you. What I was wondering would be cool is if like some sort of wildlife was in the background, like if a deer passed by or
I
like
wonder
a
if
bear
it did.
came and mauled us.
That would be cool because there's zero chance that I'm going to watch this back all the way through when I edit.
Man, what happens if I not follow through short halfway through?
What if not had fallen through short? So that would actually be really cool. What if a bear just comes up and mauls us? Just said that.
That would be cool, but I did just say that.
What if there was like trees in the back or something?
This is actually a green screen.
Yeah, watch. Let me hit it. Missed.
You missed it, but
Just
it
take
is
our
a
word
green
for it.
screen.
It is a green background. Take our word for it. Take our word
Just
for it.
super natural, resembling lighting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Excuse
the
me,
lighting.
We have a massive bulb.
Apologies for the lighting, and our faces are definitely way too dark. But
We're definitely
But we're outside,
We're
like,
definitely
people get it.
overexposed.
no, I don't think we're overexposed. I think our faces, because of our hats, are going to be too
right,
dark
well.
and like the shadow. But
Yeah.
nobody's going to care because it's outside and they understand lighting and the reality
No
of
one
filming
understands,
in
and
life.
nothing but complaints are in the comments.
And because we're not going to sit here like, hey guys, oh my god.
So, guys, let us know your thoughts on Stranger Things.
yeah, let us know in the comments if you liked it. We didn't. Moving on.
No, we actually really enjoyed it.
You did, yeah.
I was listening to a
Spoilers
podcast.
starting now, by the way.
Yeah, spoilers are starting now. So keep listening.
Yeah, spoilers, and turn it down, and we'll tell you when to
Mute your volume if you don't want it to be spoiled.
Mute
but
your
keep the
volume.
video running.
mute your volume. Stranger Things had 9 episodes, and unmute.
Unmute. I was listening to a podcast sort of debriefing the the finale specifically, but the final 2 episodes and the season at large.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a mailbag section, and one of the questions was
Mailbag section. What the fuck?
like a fan question section,
Okay.
which maybe we should implement.
No fans yet, man.
Well, we have some people in the comments. Leave your questions in the comments, guys, and we'll
Those are all
answer
my
them.
friends.
Well, they probably have questions.
Where are your friends? Is the Oh,
Well, I
None
think you
there to
answered your own.
comment.
You answered your own question.
that's a question you've been asking yourself.
That is a question that I've been asking myself. But one of their fans asked, "How would you rate the 4 seasons?" And they had season 4.
The Four Seasons Hotel.
Yes. What's
Such
your
an interesting,
favorite, What's your
specifically
favorite Four
question.
Seasons hotel?
What an interestingly specific
Interrupt
question.
me again and find out what happens.
Not interrupting. Not interrupting.
They asked them to rank the 4 seasons of Stranger Things. You stupid idiot.
Okay.
And
shit, my
this
bad.
person who was asking the question had season 4 last. Now, here's my question. What's wrong with that person? Like, imagine putting season 2
Imagine
and 3
being
above
on a
season
podcast
4.
with that person,
Now,
and I'm contemplating it.
I extend this question to you before we talk about season 4 and the finale specifically, or the last 2 episodes, but probably mainly the finale. How would you rank the 4 seasons of Stranger Things best to worst?
How would you rank them at home?
Man. This
Yeah.
guy.
Okay. Number 1. Or last or best to worst or worst to best?
Best to worst.
Okay. Number 1.
We're aligned.
Number 2, 4.
We're still aligned.
Number 3, 3.
We're very much aligned.
Number 4, 2.
Yes.
2 was a chore. 3 was like, okay, they're starting to figure this back out.
2 made me not want to watch the show anymore.
1 was like, I'm watching this all right now. And me and Connor did that.
1 was the reason. I mean, obviously, like if the first season of Stranger
1 was the
Things,
reason I watched season 2.
If the first 1 was Vecna, spoiler alert. If season 1 wasn't as good as it was, the show people wouldn't give a
If
rat's
they
ass
came
about the
out with
show.
season 2 as season 1, obviously the
No one
story
would-
wouldn't make
no one
sense,
would
but
care.
like the quality,
No one would care.
nobody would have watched
No one
the
would
next
care.
season. It would not be what it was.
No, season 1 was the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you think otherwise, it's sort of like I have heard some people say season 4 is the best, which
I can see
I
why
can
they
see
would
why
say
they would
that.
say that.
I think they need to
but if
rewatch
you rank
season 1.
season 2 or 3 above season 4,
It's been 6 years since season 1, so
that
they need to
doesn't make
rewatch
any-
it.
That doesn't make any sense.
If you're ranking season 2 above anything, go watch season 2 episode 7, man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a season of television can't be defined by one episode.
I
But,
can be if it's Stranger Thing.
like, there's an episode in season 4 of Lost called Expose, and it is so bad.
It's not just that episode, but that
season 4 of Lost is great. And I don't know. I think it's in season 3 of Breaking Bad, the episode called The Fly. That episode is just notoriously
bottle episode, and it's good.
That episode is a bottle episode, and no one really likes it. And if they say that they like it, it's like, okay, we get it. You went to film school, and
I liked
no
it.
one likes you.
Oh, never watched it even.
You should
Breaking
watch
Bad,
Breaking
terrible
Bad.
show, terrible show.
my
Moving
God.
on, one of the worst
Oh
shows
my
ranked.
God.
One of the worst shows on IGN. Roy Roy
Royman.
Roy never even watched it, man, and he ranked it 1 out of 10. Fucking Roy, man.
No, IGN would give Breaking Bad a 10 out of 10, but not because they actually think it's good,
Because
but because
everybody,
everyone else thinks
yeah,
it's good.
because of the hype around it.
Yeah, screw you, IGN.
Yeah,
But I still like Rogers less.
yeah, everybody does.
But it's close.
It's a close.
Remember that
third.
IGN.
I think it was IGN.
I also wonder how much this mic is just holding it in front of my face.
Your face is going to be black because of the sunglasses and the shadow and the
No,
mic.
yeah, exactly. No one's gonna see my face this episode.
I would
so
say
I need to pose for the thumbnail.
not now, man. Come on.
I was trying to make it natural.
Deleting that, cutting thoughts.
I don't have any.
The podcast title is Thoughts on.
On what exactly?
Yeah.
but
So
yeah, no,
worst companies ranked number 1 Rogers, number 2 EA, number 3 Blizzard, number 4 IGN. Moving on. I just wanted to get that out.
Yeah, no, that's a good list. I would maybe swap Blizzard and EA just because Blizzard is
Okay. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's a good list. It's a good list.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a good Mount Rushmore of worst companies in the world.
Yeah. Okay.
Or at least in North America.
World.
Because I'm sure some companies in certain parts of the world like kill their employees.
North
but anyways,
Korea, like something.
we don't want anyone coming after us.
I'd like to see them try.
Ethan already upset enough people in the last segment.
I'd like to see them try. Not for real.
We get nuked immediately. Look,
No.
predator missile.
That's sick. You got a kill streak.
AC on 30. Surprise VTOL.
Boring.
I don't like this person who's sitting next to me
I
right
don't
now.
like doing this podcast.
But Stranger Things, guys, yes. No, I agree
Oh
with
my
you
God,
on
I
the
can't-
list. Season 4 is really good. And what's interesting is Season 4 just totally revitalized my enjoyment of this show. When I rewatched it, and I think I mentioned this, when I watched it through the first time, Season 1 was great, and I think we can all agree on that. And if you don't like it, that's fine.
Not fine.
But if you don't like if you don't
podcast.
like Season 1 of Stranger Things, then you just don't like the show. And again, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
Not everyone needs
Not
to like
fine,
Stranger
but
Things.
click off the podcast.
Please don't.
Do it.
Our one listener has now clicked off.
No, please come back.
Season 2 made me question
My existence.
my keeping myself alive.
Yeah.
Season
same.
3 was a step in the right direction, but there was too much Mike.
I don't even remember season 3. I don't even remember season 2. I just remember them being bad.
Like when I was season 1, this is the first time. Season 1 really good. Season 2 I was like, okay, I don't think I like this show anymore. Season 3 I was like, I will watch this show simply because everyone is talking about it. Didn't really like it a whole lot, and then rewatched them. Season 1 still great. Season 2 still bad. Season 3 I was less against.
Upset. Okay.
And then regardless, Season 4 I was like, okay, this is like, for me, back into like one of the better shows of all time.
Well, I think Suits is the best show of all time.
I'm not saying it is the best. I'm not even saying it's a top 5 show of all time, but I'm saying that like after season 2 and season 3, I like wasn't excited for the next season.
Me neither. Not even excited for the next episode.
But now season 4 is done, and I'm very excited for season 5. And everyone's saying that it's coming out in 2 years, which is going to be a bother. But we're just gonna have to do a little recap.
Everybody also
session.
said there was only going to be 4 seasons, so
But I don't know who said that because I always knew that it was going to be
from the day you were
from
born.
the day I was born. From the
What
day I
the hell's
was
wrong with you, man? You're the
conceived.
worst type of person.
I am, and I stand by that.
Don't. But
So,
yeah, our
we're not
projections
gonna-
were way off.
They were way off. We're not going to do a recap. This isn't a recap podcast.
No.
There are plenty of those out there.
4 hours long.
But we're just going to go through
Just
some highlights.
Watch the season.
What was your favorite part of the finale?
Oh, the finale. My favorite part was Eddie dying.
My God.
You're the worst person. I didn't. Oh, my favorite part. Sorry, I was just about to say my least favorite part. Favorite part.
What's your favorite part? Well, my least favorite part was...
No, because I thought that wasn't the
whole
question.
episode.
I thought it wasn't the question. Favorite part. That's a really good question. You may have to come back to me on that. Why don't you give me your favorite part? Because I don't know if I know mine yet.
So
Master of Puppets. 100%. That's what you were going to say.
that was what I was going to say. You
I mean,
stupid
that
monkey.
has to be everybody's favorite part.
It was pretty sick.
That was unreal. And he was actually playing it.
Yeah, I think so. At least he
Like, I
was,
watched TikToks where, like, the fingering was right.
yeah.
Pause.
Resume. No, that definitely was up there as probably my favorite part of the finale.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of just like, this is really cool. I did like the Kate Bush remix.
That was cool.
This isn't the finale, but the remix song, I don't know what song it is, and I can't even really remember what it sounds like off the top of my head, but I just remember in the second last episode when they're like montaging and getting ready, like setting up the final episode, whatever song they remixed for that section, man, I was
I think that was
up for the finale.
I think that was the Black Ops 2 main menu song. Sorry, he's got to cool off now.
Yeah, I need.
Come on, man.
I should have brought a drink out here because you're really starting.
We should have had Red Bulls, man.
Dude.
Damn it.
Should have had Twisted
Missed
Tea. We should have had
opportunity.
White Claws.
No.
Drink responsibly, people.
Don't. Unsaying that. Could I actually get in legal trouble if I say that and then someone dies?
Yep.
I'm not of alcohol, but just dies.
Yep. As soon as you say it, anyone dies anywhere, you're in trouble.
Taking it back.
So, yeah, Master of Puppets. The only thing that worries me is what I've seen a couple of videos on is that, like, this generation, and not like I'm a huge Metallica fan, but, like, that Master of Puppets is going to be the song from Stranger Things. Because I think that song, like, it's a little bit bigger than, it's like seeing the Demogorgon being like, it's the guy from Fortnite. You know what I'm saying?
No way. It's like seeing Darth Vader be like, who's that?
Yeah. Darth
No.
Maul!
Darth Venom!
Venom!
You see Darth Vader? Venom!
No, but I'm not going to be gatekeeping Metallica because, like, I don't really care.
No, listen to it, but like just never say something is a song from something unless it or anything
Unless
is
it is
from
actually
something
from
unless
that.
it's actually from that.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, why?
I just wanted to double check.
Yep.
Because we're really vibing.
We're vibing hard. We're vibing 100.
But yeah,
Don't break the fourth wall next time, but go on. Don't talk to the camera or the people at home.
guys, are you seeing this right now?
Yo, don't break the fourth wall, man.
Guys, are my microphones working?
Are my microphones working? Other mine actually given to me for free.
No, I
gifted
know. Ethan
partnership.
made fun of me the other week because I like breaking the fourth wall, and I like breaking the fourth wall.
It's so unprofessional, man. Not breaking the fourth wall.
It involves the people at home. Guys, tell us if our microphones are working.
I fucking hope they are.
If
They won't.
aren't, they just don't know what I asked
They just
them.
see. Oh no!
And we decided to
And then
upload
they
it.
comment, "Yo, your mics aren't working."
Yeah, your mics are working perfectly.
I edit the whole podcast with that without the mic working. Don't notice. Still upload it. Why do you upload this, man?
Yeah, no, I did partially just ask you if we were still recording because I knew I'd get a reaction out of you, and I like pissing you off. Man, that's
Blurring
actually
it.
Just a massive black bar. Did you ever watch?
I did never figured out how to like blur one thing specific, so it's just like a bar.
Did you ever watch? It's like an old Machinima video. I'm pretty sure. It was like unnecessary censoring
Yeah, I did
for
see
like
that.
Assassin's Creed 2. Such a funny video.
Those videos are funny.
Master of
Were
Puppets,
funny.
definitely up there. One of, if not the best moment of the finale. I also really liked when
Just the whole montage.
Jason,
Voorhees?
is that his name?
Yeah.
When he gets melted in half, I thought that was cool. I also just love.
I don't know how I felt about that.
I love when cliffhangers involve the villains winning.
Yeah, like Empire Strikes Back.
Like Empire Strikes Back, Infinity War, I think is the biggest example. Like the biggest one that
I need to rewatch Infinity
I like
War. I was thinking
really
about
was
that.
like, whoa, because in like all of these like same sort of templated movies and shows, it's always like there's the bad guy being on top for a bit, and then the good guy winning.
Yeah.
But when you end a season or end a movie in like a string of movies, like in a series,
Yeah, trilogy.
as the bad guy or the villain being on top, it's just, for me, that adds way more intrigue going into the next season or the next movie to be like, how are we going to resolve this? Because naturally, like most stories, it will get resolved. I'm not expecting Vecna to win at the end of the series, but
That
it
would
was
be
cool.
unreal.
That would be unreal, but it would be. It's cool to have like season 4 end, and although the kids technically did like they didn't one pump. I wish they had one pump just so that we could have that joke of like Nancy one pumping Vecna. She took like 5 shots, but it is what it is. Aim for the head next time, Nancy. Come on, that's where you get max
That's what I was
damage.
thinking the whole time. I was like, aim higher, dumbass.
Nancy.
Everybody
come
knows
on,
aim for
man.
the head. He's standing still. What
The
a
Grinch.
fucking bot, respectfully.
Yeah, Nancy is a bit of a bot when it comes to no builds,
Yeah.
but
Aim higher, always.
I did like when they panned down and he wasn't there. I'm like, okay, good. We're not gonna get some like new weird thing in season 5. We're still gonna.
We're
have
not going to get a
Vecna.
villain who's even bigger than Vecna, who's actually controlling Vecna the whole time. Also, sorry, were you saying something?
Nope. I was just gonna say season 5 civvies are gonna get murked.
Yeah. One thing that was surprising on TikTok was only after the season 9
Huh?
episode
What
9
TV show are you talking about?
episode 9 everybody on TikTok was like, oh, dude, Vecna was in control of the Mind Flayer the whole time. I could have fucking sworn we knew that after episode 2.
Yeah, I didn't think that was
That was
big
not a
of-
that ending when all of a sudden he creates the Mind Flayer and like that big thing. I didn't think that was a revelation. I thought we already knew that.
Well, technically we didn't,
Or we just
we
assumed
didn't
it.
know it, but I thought that was like a pretty clear assumption.
Yeah.
So I wasn't very surprised. I wasn't like, the Mind Flayer and Vecna are teaming up. Like clearly they've been.
I already
clearly
thought. I already knew
whatever. Like they've been working together.
Yeah.
Or one has been controlling the other the whole time. I thought that was pretty obvious,
Yeah.
especially with the amount of people that were saying. In season 1, episode 1, it was actually Vecna, not a Demogorgon. When actually it wasn't. But
Not a
but
Demogorgon.
we were on the right track. But like, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw an interesting theory that the reason why Vecna is so
Gruesome.
the reason why he's so determined
Oh.
to kill 11 is because 11 is what's keeping him from moving on. Essentially, like her being alive is
Reminds him
like
of his past.
anchored him. No, not reminding of his past, but like anchored him to Hawkins, so he can't leave. It's almost like Lost. I know you've never seen it, but like the Man in Black is tied to the island by Jacob being alive. And this is Lost spoilers. So like Man in Black has to kill, but he can't kill Jacob himself. He has to find a loophole, get Jacob dead, and then he can escape the island. That's sort of what.
Will Smith is in Lost?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah. It's Lost time.
What was your least favorite part of
So
either
many
the season
things.
or
Eddie
the
dying.
finale?
But not because I didn't want Eddie to die, because I don't think he had to.
He didn't have to.
I think it was death.
Especially because
I think
the Demobats died like 10 seconds later.
I think, like, I don't know. I think it was a bit of a crutch. I think
I
it
know
was like
it makes sense for him to cut the rope and leave Dustin because he.
not
you don't-
really.
Well, because if he goes through, then the bats go through, and then the bats are in. They're just in.
No, they can't go through. They would have just gone through if they could. Why would they not go?
because there was no door open.
But they had all this time to go through.
But they were protecting the hole.
No, I think that you're wrong.
I don't think that there was no opening. There was
The
no
opening's
opening,
been there since episode 1.
but it wasn't.
If Vecna's,
But they didn't know. The bats didn't know that opening
but
was there.
Vecna doesn't. Vecna's controlled
But
by
he
them.
doesn't know that it's open. The kids are the ones that opened it.
Did
There
they?
was the gate and the ability to crawl through, but I don't think the bats are like strong enough to like break the cocoon and go through. But there was just a massive gaping hole now, and the
Right.
bats could have just flown through just as easily as the kids could crawl back.
But
and
then
forth.
my question is,
But it didn't make any sense for him to just stop running.
like, I get that he was not running because he's like, I've always run, and now I'm always the guy who runs away, and I don't want to be that anymore. But it's like, choose any other time to have come to that
know.
realization, and not a time when it's gonna be your death.
Well, I think the other tough thing is that the bats just died, like I said, 10 seconds later because of the flamethrower technique that Murray did. Oh, that was another thing.
Yeah,
That I forgot to mention. The sword moment.
yeah.
When-
Just that whole montage with the Demogorgon.
That was
getting
so
killed,
that
like, all
was
during
so
that,
sick.
Yeah,
When
that was
Hopper
cool.
pulled out the sword. And I know a lot of people are asking like, where'd that sword come from? It was in.
Where did it come
It
from?
was one of the weapons that the prisoners took into that
Hmm.
pit initially when they were gonna fight.
I thought about that, but I was like, obviously it came in here some way. I just wasn't paying attention.
When I first saw it, I was like, "What?" How did the
When I first
sword
saw
get
it
there?
just lying there, I was like, pick up the sword, and then he
Where did the
does.
sword get from?
Let's go. Yeah,
Um,
I think this is such a hot take, and everybody's gonna disagree with me. Personally, don't care for Max as a character.
Yeah, I
don't
definitely
like
don't
her
agree
as a
with you on that.
character. She is like MJ in Homecoming, just like a
No,
back
I
of the
think
class with her dumb remarks, being like, "Don't talk to me. Nobody likes me. Feel bad for me. I'm not a bad person. I'm a boring person. I want to kill myself.
I think that was Max in
I
season
don't
2.
enjoy you."
But I think Max has come a long way since then. And I don't.
To be honest, even this full season was like, feel bad for me, because Vecna's in my mind. Feel bad for me, pity me. I don't know. And no, because of course, when I said that, I was called out because she's a strong female lead. Nah, Nancy's dope. Robin's dope. Levin's dope. Joyce is sick.
Nah, 11 sucks, and so
I
does
like
Robin.
11. So don't excuse me.
I accuse you.
Don't excuse me of that, because it's true.
That's not what I
Don't
think.
accuse. Well, you might not, but people at home might, because I know someone at home who's watching this who did.
No, I think Max
Exposed.
I think Max. And I don't usually like sort of self-pitying, annoying characters like that, but I did come to really enjoy Max by the end of this season.
To be honest,
I don't like MJ in Spider-Man.
She's not bad
I don't
in
even like
Far From
I don't
Home.
like
She's
Zendaya in most things.
She's not bad in Far From Home. Or not Far From Home. In
No Way
Homecoming. Which one is it? What's the third one?
No Way Home.
Okay.
She's not bad in
I'm all
No Way
turned around.
Home.
The first two, she's kind of bad. Annoying.
Little cringe.
Not sure how you could have a crush on somebody like that. But same with Lucas. Not sure how you could have a crush on somebody like that. But because he had a crush on her before season 4. They dated. But I digress.
Good for them.
To be honest, my opinion of Max in this season is they highlighted it Max because they were like, nobody likes this character. We need to give people a reason to like this character. Let's make her.
I didn't even have
victim.
beef with Max in season 3. In my rewatch,
but I didn't.
I kind of liked Max in season 3.
I'm saying they were like, nobody cares about this character. We need to give them a reason to care. Let's make her the main protagonist for this one, who's everybody feels bad for and is protecting.
So the one thing that I found
That's my
interesting
opinion.
was that, because I was anticipating the finale for them to all come together for the battle, which of course they did not.
Mm-hmm. That's going to
Now-
be season 5.
Was that because of COVID? Maybe. So we don't know. We don't. I don't. Maybe some people.
I
Some
hadn't even
people
thought
know.
about that.
But I don't know, because that was sort of what I was felt like I was missing from the finale was Joyce and Hopper and Murray were still in Russia.
Yeah.
Mike, Will, and 11 were in wherever they were, Nevada, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
And then the rest of them were in Hawkins. And I was anticipating them all to come together. Of course, at the very end, they all do come together. And I did enjoy the reunion between Hopper and 11.
Yeah.
I like how he said, "I stole your look." I thought that was very cute.
Because he's bald.
He's bald now. But no, I think in general, like I really didn't have much complaints. Like obviously there are notes.
Yeah.
But
Same. I'd agree. Like,
I don't really have anything. Like even the issues or like the slight things where like I don't know about that didn't really affect at all my enjoyment of the season.
like for me, the writing around Max was great. The story was great. It was just that they did it with Max. That personally, I didn't care for, but that doesn't mean that it made me enjoy it less.
Mm-hmm.
It just like everybody who's all of a sudden like, Max is my favorite character because of this. That's what the writers wanted.
Max is not my favorite character,
But,
after
like,
this, but
yeah,
I will say, actually, I changed my favorite part of this whole season. That Mike was so sidelined.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Duffer Brothers, for sidelining Mike. Like from the bottom of my heart. The
Yeah.
fact that we didn't have to see Finn
Although they
Wolfhard
did
as much.
sideline the gay kid too, which.
Well, you just should call him Will.
But I wanted to. Come on, man. That's not what I mean. I'm not identifying him as that. I'm saying I'm trying to expose them for sidelining him for being gay.
Well, I don't
Let's
think
get
that's.
them.
I don't think that's
No,
why
let's
they
get 'em.
sidelined him.
No, it is. I
First of all.
tweeted at them.
Oh my goodness!
Am I gonna get canceled?
And they tweeted you
For
back
making that
saying
joke?
agreed.
Am I gonna
Yeah,
get
you will
canceled
get
for making that
canceled.
joke? No, please, guys. It's just a joke.
No, I think Will is gonna have a dope season 5. I know that he also wasn't used.
Yeah, because he was feeling the back of his neck. It was itchy.
He got
He
some
was itchy.
hives on the back of
Yeah, it
his
was
neck.
itchy. I think he ate like peanut butter or something.
Argyle, I hope, explodes in the first episode.
I don't want to interrupt
He might be
you,
my least favorite character.
but let's continue this in part number 3.
All right,
Because
yeah,
we're coming up.
We'll wrap up our thoughts.
Yeah.
But make sure you guys let us know your thoughts. Did you like season 4? Do you like us? We like you. We
Click
hope you
off
like
if
us.
you don't.
Don't click off. We'll see you guys.
Part 3.
Shortly again.
Quickly.
Chocolate burger.
All right, so we're back with part 3, I guess. Let's wrap up our thoughts, and then we'll wrap up the podcast, because at this point, it will have been over an hour.
Yeah, and that's just way too long. I can't
Way
believe
too
I have to
long.
go. I can't believe, like, so.
We need to make part 1 shorter.
Screw you.
We need to make this podcast shorter so we talk to each other less.
Little behind the scenes.
Okay.
Usually we record, and we hit stop, and then I go back to my house. Ethan stays at his.
The problem.
The problem with this is that we're both going back into the cottage that's right over
to
there.
hang out for the rest of the weekend, which none of us want.
Oh! I don't think I've said this yet.
Reach. If you're in the area, come by.
Come on by.
Oh, we're going to be home by the time this is uploaded, but come on by.
The day after this podcast goes up, I'm getting a
Puppy. So, dude, do you think that we could have the puppy on the next podcast? Or
I'm
too
not bringing
early?
it. I'm not bringing the puppy anywhere
Please.
close to you
What the fuck?
because I'm gonna train it to bite you.
What? I was actually thinking when I get a dog, I'm gonna train it to like be a super really really nice dog and not be vicious at all. But as soon as I like, then it like attacks. It, like yay! Like when we're walking.
Are you gonna go?
I can't whistle, so not gonna be doing that. But
As soon as I go, your shoe is a phone. What are you doing?
I'm just doing this. Hello.
Stupid. It's a shoe. Whoa.
I can't hear you. I'm on a shoe right now. Ready? Check this out.
Also, you just have the dankest flip-flops of all time.
Dude, these ones are
Are
my
those
own.
Oakleys?
Nah. Oakley's, I think.
Oakleys?
What are they at home for you?
Oh, your foot just got in the frame.
Oakley's. The cord! It unplugged!
Oh my gosh. So
Pretty
guys,
God it did.
out of 10, what would you rank this season of Stranger Things?
I'll give it an 8-1.
Screw you.
What would you give it?
8.2. Get
Better
owned,
than me.
idiot.
You're getting better than me.
No, I'd probably give it an 8.5.
That's fair.
8.5.
8 to 8.5.
8.5 leaning towards an 8. Yeah.
Turn the main character into a man, and then
my
I'll enjoy it more.
gracious.
Man.
Goodness
Turn all the
gracious.
female characters into men.
You're just burying...
I'm just joking, man. Come on at home. You
Your-
have to know that.
Your grave is getting deeper and
My
deeper
grave is
and
getting
deeper.
deeper and deeper. My
I'm
glass
intrigued
is
to
getting
see-
taller and taller.
I'm intrigued to see how much the microphone was in front of my face this whole time.
How much to see me piss myself? How much to see me tape my pant leg shut to piss myself?
None, but I think you should do it anyways.
Doing
And
it.
that'll be
doing
on the
it.
next podcast. Oh, he's doing it now. Never mind. Breaking
Did it?
news. Oh my god.
Did it? All right. Yeah. So 8-1,
8-2.
8-5. Pretty good season all around. Thank you guys. Pretty good episode all around. Thank you guys so much
Yeah,
for tuning in.
what a beautiful and shout out nature for allowing us the opportunity to film.
It seems like it all worked out. The audio.
Oh my god. Did we get a permit to film here?
Fuck, cut that. Cut
this out.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate your support on the last few episodes. Keep her coming.
Leave any questions you have. Maybe we'll do a mailbag section if we get enough questions.
If you guys want to send in like questions, I don't
ask
see
us
why not.
anything, and we'll only answer the ones that we want to.
Ask us anything, and we'll answer none of them
Probably.
because they'll all be bad. But let's wrap this up, dude. Let's wrap this up.
You keep saying let's wrap. Just wrap it.
I'm trying, and then you interrupt me with, guys, let's start the podcast now.
I'm not going to interrupt
Welcome
you.
everybody to the podcast.
I'm not going to interrupt you.
All right, not interrupting.
I thought of one more
I
thing.
thought you weren't going to interrupt me.
This guy. I actually didn't think of anything else. Guys, we love you. Thank you for watching or listening. If you don't know, if you've been listening to this on the YouTubes, oh my god.
Come on, you
If
said
you've
we were
been-
rapping.
If you've been listening to this on the iTunes, on the Spotify, on the Google Play, SoundCloud we're done with. So
You have to pay $15
we're
a
not-
month.
We're not doing SoundCloud
Fuck
anymore.
no.
If you weren't aware, these podcasts are being posted videos of us too acting. We're in characters. We're in costumes currently. Ethan's wearing a
I don't
clown
normally dress
outfit.
like this.
And we're outside. It's beautiful. In case you didn't pick that up, in case you were just listening in audio and you thought we were
And
making
you
it
thought
up
the
the whole
birds
time.
chirping in the back or the wind was. Hope there's no wind.
But I
No, it's
do
gonna be-
see a bear in the distance. So we have to wrap this up, guys.
Shit.
Thanks for coming by. Make sure you pull up, reach Burger
Come by.
next time when we're at the cottage. It's gonna be a blast. We got Twisted Teas. We got White Claws. Enjoy responsibly. We have non-alcoholic beverages as well.
No, we don't.
Um,
We're no pussy.
did you say we got no glizzy?
We got no pussy.
This guy, man. All right.
No swearing on the pod, man. It's the end of the episode. No one's even listening at this point.
They've already clicked off ages ago.
They thought the podcast was done when we said bye for the 18th time.
Bye,
Anyways,
guys.
guys. Stranger Things. Rank them.
Rank the episodes. Peace.